Welcome, everybody, to another unboxing by suggestion from a few people on here and a few people on Instagram. They said, "We think you'd like the BattleTech ACES Scouring Sands box." I said, "No way. Would I really?" And they said, "Yeah. You have a co-op and a solo play that you could do." It was like a solo play. That sounds interesting, but also like stereotypically sad. You know, I'm just gonna play alone at home. But I mean, nothing's different from playing like a video game or something, or just even as something as like reading a book. You're doing that alone, so it doesn't really matter. But let's see what we got in here. Let's see. So 9 high quality, fully assembled battle mechs and vehicles. So we have 7 mechs and we have 2 vehicles. So this will be my first time painting vehicles, at least for BattleTech. I did do some Imperialis for the 40K. And my god, those things are quite difficult. But anyway, I have another 40-page rulebook, 84-page campaign book with 23 scenarios. That's pretty interesting. Paper log sheet, 8 named pilot log cards. Sweet. 21 double-sided Alpha Strike cards. Sweet. 66 Aces cards. I don't know what that is yet, so we'll find that out. 10 Commander cards. 2 decks. Don't know what that is either. Decks. You're making me think that this is Magic now. 12 Edge Ability cards. Again, we don't know what that is. Remember, we are a newbie here, guys. Let's see. 1 heavy stock reference sheet. Okay. 10 large fold-up cardstock hills. 1 punchboard sheet of counters. 1 3D punchboard bridge. And 10 punchboard river tiles. That is awesome. And then look at all these mechs. And I'm really glad that they have the mech cards on here, because a lot of these I couldn't tell you. I honestly couldn't tell you. I know that's a rifleman and I know that's a locust. You got me. I want to say that's a marauder, but I bet you that's just beginner's ignorance. But we got our blade here. Let's go ahead and open this. This arrived today. And debating on whether or not I post this week, or if I'm going to paint everything and then post it. And if you guys have been following along with all the new BattleTech that I've been painting, whew, it doesn't take me long, does it? It really does not take me long. I just finished another 4-pack. Yesterday? I think I did them in maybe 2 days. Ain't much. But still, alright. That's a very nice rulebook. I like that. That's pretty. I was told that I would very much like this because of the fact that I didn't have anybody in my friend group to play. I'm sure if I asked my wife, she would happily learn how to play with me. Pun intended. Hotspots, Highlands. Tomorrow Rising. Okay. So I'm just looking at what else they have to offer here. That'll be interesting. Aha! That must be our bridge. It's pretty cool. I don't think I have a table big enough for all of this. I'd have to like use the couch. All right. Oh. Okay. Here we go. All right, we got our cards here. Edge abilities. Okay. These, and with mechs on the... Oh, great call sign. I can make my own pilots? I'm assuming that's what that would be. Call sign and everything. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I wonder if they have the bucket head. You know what? Let's open it up and see. I think that's what they call them. You know, some of the old mech helmets. Do they have one? Nah, they don't have a bucket head. Not as far as I can tell. Nah. You know, where it looks like you have a microwave on your head. Although I kind of like this one. Kind of like him a lot. Yeah, I think out of any of them, I'd probably go with that. It kind of reminds me of the Mantis. It's, in a way. From, what is that game? Starfield. BattleTech ACES. This must be the 2 decks that they're talking about. But this is what I'm looking for. I believe this is one of them. Yep, this is what I'm looking for right here. Come on now, I'm trying to cut the cards. Just get that plastic off of there. Come on. Let's see, because I want to know what these mechs are before I start painting them. Because there are times when I don't know. Like when I did the catapult with the 2 PPCs on it, and somebody was like, actually, that'd be really good for this faction instead of House Davion, however you want to pronounce it. And I was like, that's great. A little too late, but I kind of like this Locust. That's a little bit more of what I'm familiar with when it comes to playing MechWarrior 5, which I'm going to be playing after I'm done here. I like this Locust, yeah. It's a little different from the one that I had. It's got a laser on his chin instead of a machine gun. Interesting. Alright, so we got the Locust first. And we have a Howler, or a Baboon. Okay. Okay. I just wasn't expecting that, but alright. We got the Howler. Interesting. What is that? A 2 SRM or LRM? I couldn't tell you just looking at him. I almost bet you they're SRM. He looks like he might be a short range. I don't see lasers on his fists. Interesting. Unless I'm just not seeing it. Alright. Alright, the Howler. Kind of digging the paint scheme right there. I mean, that one's not bad either. Alright, what do we have next? Of course, like I called it, Rifleman. I've been wanting to get my hands on a Rifleman. Now that I've got a Rifleman, this ought to be interesting. Those look like twin AC2s and maybe large lasers. If they are large lasers, I'm gonna call them extended range because I can. Not a bad paint scheme right there. Not bad. And of course, yeah, okay. Okay. And we have a Thor. We have an official Thor. So that's what that was. I wanted to say that was a Thor. But I really wasn't sure. Because the Thor I have is straight up from... It looks like it's from the MechWarrior 3. Because, again, that's where I started playing back in the 90s. But a Thor, I'm excited about this. And I won't do this one as Clan Wolf like I did the first one. I got a group of mechs that I really remember from MechWarrior 3. Thor being one of them. Of course, the Mad Cat, a Puma, and a Bushwhacker. Those were the 4 that I really remember from that game. And I was going to paint them together. And do that as a little set. Alright, Thunderbolt. I had a feeling that was a Thunderbolt because I had gotten one in the game. I'm not a huge fan of the Thunderbolt. Maybe on tabletop I'll be a bigger fan of it. This looks like he'd be a mean one. The Thunderbolt that I had in the game is okay. He's okay. I can almost already see some paint schemes. I couldn't tell you which faction that I'm going to do that one. A Bane or a Kraken. Ooh. I could see why you would be called a Bane. Maybe even why you'd be called a Kraken. I'm interested to see what you guys think house I should put this as. Because honestly, something big and bad like this makes me want to go overboard with Steiner. And I would also laugh if this was like, just some kind of medium mech. I'm like, really? Why is it so huge? Why? Okay, so it is a Marauder. Okay, so this one is a Marauder. A Marauder IIC. Okay, you have to bear with me, man. I have not seen a lot of different Marauder designs. I was hoping this would be a Marauder because this is very different. I like it. It's very alien. It's very alien to me, and I'm digging that a lot. Almost kind of reminds me of the Black Marauder. Definitely doesn't look like evil. I mean, it kind of does. But either way, that ought to be interesting to paint. Again, I don't know what faction I'd paint that as. All right, we got a fulcrum. We have 2 fulcrums. Cool. Let's see if I can dig this out. All right. We got a fulcrum. Heavy hover tank. Interesting. And I know with these, I don't really have to paint them as a faction. Hell, all the ones in the game that I've ever seen are black. I'm sure it was just easier for them, but interesting. You belong to another mech. All right. So we got the fulcrum. Elemental. I've been seeing that they actually do have like 6mm Imperialis scale clan footpoint of mechs. So you'd have a group of mechs on a single hex. And that would be interesting. But in my experience painting Imperialis, a little bit of a headache. As fun as it was, a little bit of a headache. All right, what else we got? All right. Heavy cardstock. Gotcha. Gotcha. I like it. Oh, it's got that new smell to it, too. You know, that brand new... You know, like brand new books have an interesting smell. I prefer the old books. All right, paper data sheet. Here's our punch boards. Oh, our favorite little tokens. And there's the river. I don't have a little van to put down by the river. I wish it came with a van. Maybe I'll have to get one. Okay, so here's all the... Gotcha. There are all the little troops. And there's the bridge. And then what the hell was the... Huh. I could have swore that the big wooden piece was the bridge. I guess this is the bridge. So my bad. And there's the... Ooh, the campaign book. Look at you. That is beautiful artwork. And that's exactly why I used that for the thumbnail on this. Oh, what a beautiful picture of a rifleman. Oh, I like that. Yeah, you're going to tell me the box contents again. And then, all right. Simulator waypoints, additional rules, terrain. So yeah, you really will teach me everything I need to know. And I can play by myself, take as long as I need. So this is incredibly beginner friendly. And not even just, like I know they have the beginner book. You know, the beginner box set comes with 2 mechs and basically everything that you need. No strings attached. You just, you know, you don't have to buy extra stuff in with it. It comes with what you need. Seeing that, I don't know if it has a single player campaign on it. If it doesn't, I would say that this box is absolutely what a beginner should probably do. You play by yourself, you get to know the rules, you get to know how you like to play, because I've had friends who, when it comes to 40K, and even Magic, they meta build. So they look online, find what they like, or find what does well, and they just buy that. So like in 40K, he bought the Blood Angels army that won the last tournament. Good job, buddy. You don't know how you want to play. To me, that never makes sense. Magic, you buy the decks that have the winning strategies and everything. Again, how do you know you like to play that way? It's just me. I don't know. But I feel like, if anything, this would be the beginner set that you would get. Is the ACES box. And I like this very much, so I thank you guys for suggesting this to me. Plus, I get 7 minis, 9 technically with the 2 vehicles. I mean, who's going to complain? I'm not going to complain. And in 2 more days, I'm getting another 4-pack. So, that'll be the last battle mech that I buy for a while. And then after that, I'm going to start putting most of them, not all of them, but most of them will be on my Etsy. So you guys can check out my Etsy. And if anything you like, I do commission work. However, you got to give me time when it comes to certain things. Like when it came to 40K armies, people wanted me to paint armies, dude. It takes a while to do that kind of stuff. But I'm open to discussion. Pricing is always open. But there you have it. The ACES box. I love it. I can't wait to start. Hopefully at the end of this you'll have a turntable view. And you'll see all of the factions that I chose. You'll see which ones I went with. House Steiner. Yes. I did choose House Steiner as my faction. Memes included. It's all good. You be all right. But I thank you guys very much for suggesting this box to me. Thank you very much for stopping by. And be on the lookout for more. If I'm correct, then the next episode of Let's Paint should be the Timberwolf, aka the Mad Cat. If it's already up there, then I guess the next one's going to be a Space Marine, and I don't even know which faction that'll be. But I'll see you guys on the next round, alright? Peace.